Hi, I'm Christina Kerr, founder of the Castaway Kitchen, functional nutritional therapy practitioner, and author of Made Whole and Made Whole Made Simple cookbooks. So I wanted to talk to you about AIP keto. Why would you combine them? Why would you combine them? Why would you take the autoimmune protocol, which is the mother of all elimination diets, and then combine it with keto, which is a very low carb diet? Well, when I started my food as medicine journey, I worked my way through paleo to an autoimmune protocol, to autoimmune paleo. And I did that elimination diet for several months and I started to feel a lot better. And I reintroduced foods and I kept going, but there was something missing. And I felt that I started seeing this correlation between when I ate starchy foods or used sugars like coconut sugar or honey and symptoms and inflammation in my body. So then I started learning about keto. But then when I saw all these resources online for keto, they were all full of dairy, often a lot of like weird ingredients and processed foods. It wasn't inherently like healthy. And I thought, well, I can't eat like that either. So I just started doing what I called low carb paleo, but I also always omitted dairy, nuts, nightshades, because I know that nightshades are one of my trigger foods, which I found out doing the AIP. So there I was creating these AIP keto recipes. And I found that they worked really well for me. And then I started sharing them with my readers and my followers on my blog, and they worked really well for them as well, which is why I wrote my first book, Made Whole Made Simple, and it came out in 2018. And this book has over 110 AIP compliant recipes. There's 150 recipes in here, and they're all dairy, nut, and nightshade free. And then 110 of those are fully AIP compliant or with modifications. Because of course, you don't do an elimination diet forever. You want to be able to reintroduce seed-based spices and eggs and nuts when you can, when you feel better, if they work for you. And that's the ticket. It's different for everybody. The foods that I can't tolerate might work great for you, and vice versa. So I wanted to create this resource on the blog for AIP keto so that all of you feel confident in working through this mega elimination protocol to not only heal your gut, reduce inflammation, repair tissue damage, and get nutrient density into your diet, but also work toward balancing blood sugar, which was the missing piece for me with the AIP. So I've combined them together. Now, I don't take to tracking macros or being super strict keto when doing AIP keto. Why? Because it's going to be stressful enough, and stress raises your blood sugar. So keep it as easy as possible. Focus on eating lots of greens, nutrient dense vegetables, healthy proteins, healthy fats, just no sugary fruits, no sweeteners, no starches, no tapioca starch, cassava starch, or really sugary, like no bananas, no sweet potato, no plantains. But there's a lot of other foods that you can eat. And this is why I created this resource. I wanted to give you a template. I wanted to give you recipes so you can have every step of the way. So the AIP Keto Reset Meal Plan on this blog has been the best-selling meal plan on my website for years. And people, the testimonials have been amazing. And people, again, see that, oh, that one thing that maybe I was overeating, or this, I think it was nuts for me, or someone else said it was eggs. I was so hesitant to give them up, but because of this reset, I now know that they don't work for my body. So I also have a ton of AIP and keto friendly recipes, again, not just in my first book, but in my second book. I currently at the moment, I'm doing an AIP keto reset, but instead of using the meal plan on my blog, I am using the meal plan in this book. It's a full 2-week meal plan. And yes, the recipes in the book and the recipes on the blog and the meal plans are totally different. So you can purchase the book meal plan, the book for the meal plan, and purchase the meal plan on the blog and have a full month of completely different recipes for AIP keto. This blog post is also going to have not just why it works, but have a lot of resources for a shopping list for Costco and Target. And it's going to link all of the AIP keto recipes on my blog. It's also going to link resources that I use. Now, you might think, should I do AIP keto? I don't know. It's not for everybody, certainly. And again, I talk about bio-individuality a lot. But if you feel like you've been doing a lot of Whole30s, or you've been paleo for a while, or you've been doing keto and still feel really inflamed, or you've been doing AIP and still feel really inflamed, this might be the way to converge and try this. And then remember, once you come out of this elimination tunnel, you add more foods back into your diet. It's not meant to be restrictive forever. It's kind of like you narrow down your diet, you go through that tunnel, and it opens up again. So join me in trying an autoimmune paleo keto elimination diet and see if you figure out what are your trigger foods and what things are in your diet now, which are still causing symptoms like postnasal drip, achy joints, headaches, fatigue, and bloating, because you don't have to live with any of those symptoms. Now, I'm always here to help you along the way. Feel free to leave a comment below or send me an email. All of this is linked on my website, so you can subscribe to my YouTube channel for more information and check the links below for the blog post. And if you're on the blog and watching this from the blog, then make sure you subscribe to my newsletter and definitely comment below on this article and let me know, was it helpful to you and what else you need so you can rock your AIP and keto reset. Good luck, everybody, and I hope you all love the food that loves you back.